theme song. It's the theme song for Reading Time with the Queens. And here we go with the Reading Time with the Queens, the theme song. Take a stand, make a scene, it's Reading Time with the Queens. So, what? I know you've been hoping for Reading Time with the Queens. The library's open for Reading Time with the Queens. There's lots to know about the world today, so open a book, let's make our way. There's crafts to be making, not Reading Time with the Queens. There's songs to be singing, not Reading Time with the Queens. Today we'll learn that we each are a star. We'll spread kindness wherever we are. It's so much fun, but it's not a dream. It's Reading Time with the Queens. So what? I am so happy to see you all today. How are you all doing? You're right, we're not at the library, but it's an expression meeting. It's time to read. It's time to read, God. Yes. I'm so happy to see you all here. Today we're going to be having a program about sewing. So that's why I said so. So what? So what? Okay. We're learning about sewing. Yes, oh, and speaking of sewing, let me put down my ukulele and show you what I sewed. I sewed this dress. I don't know if you know this. I mean, do you know this? I sew most of the outfits that I wear for Reading Time with Queen. And I sewed this one. I made it all out of because I made it out of old t-shirts that I had. So these are t-shirts that, this is from the first time I saw a Broadway musical. Do you know what musical this is? Can you take a guess? You're right, it's The Lion King. And I saw this Broadway musical all the way in the city of, can you take a guess?
NYC.
Spokane. There's also really fun shirts here. Like this shirt was my great-grandfather that he gave me. It got a little ripped, but I put it on this dress so I could remember him. This is part of a sweater from when the first time I came to 𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻 ever, and I was in a drama competition, and I won second place. Wow, very good. And then I'll show you one more. This one is my good friend Miss Spike. Miss Spike, you can see here she's screaming, "Ooh!" because she's so beautiful. Anyway, so this is something that I made out of things that were old. I repurposed old t-shirts in order to make a new dress. Yeah, and you made a doll, kind of like sewing, huh? And that's why we made our dolls. Before I forget, I'd like to thank Miss Barb and Miss Sheila and all of them. So thank you so much, Miss Barb. Miss Barb. Yes. Without any further ado, we're going to... Oh, sorry. My name is Miss Cali. I didn't say it. My name is Miss Cali. Hi.
Hi, Miss Cali.
This is Mr. Aaron. Mr. Aaron's going to be interpreting for us today. And I'll introduce everybody as we come on, but next coming on is Mr. 𝐥𝐚𝐬𝐧. Hey, Mr. 𝐥𝐚𝐬𝐧.
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you. I like it too.
So Mr. 𝐥𝐚𝐬𝐧 is deaf, so he uses sign language. So we're going to learn some signs so we can learn how to speak to deaf people through sign language better. Mr. 𝐥𝐚𝐬𝐧, would you teach us some signs about sewing?
Yes. Sewing. I'm going to move over here. Can you? Yeah. So there are two different ways to sign this. I'm going to show you one.
Okay.
Okay. Going to take your fingers. I'm just going to sew. It's like cross-stitching or moving the needle in and out. It's just sewing.
Perfect. Yep. So sewing.
So you have your fingers. The other way you do it is with the machine.
Okay.
And you do. We'll show you. Yeah, exactly.
Sewing, and then with a machine, like that. That's how I sew usually.
Yeah.
But sewing. Okay.
I think we're going to use sewing today. It's easy.
Yeah, it makes a little more sense.
Sewing. All right. You're learning how to crochet?
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
it's fun.
good.
It's fun to learn new skills like that, huh?
Yeah. So what's another?
You are too. Well, you'll maybe find some things about this program.
What did you do with your crafts today?
that's a good plan, yeah.
But you made them, right?
Made.
You made them. So you're gonna just put your hands together and make.
Make. Everybody do it with us. Make.
Yeah. So one on top of the other.
Yes.
Like you're stacking clay?
Yeah, kind of like you're stacking clay or something. Okay. Do you want to do the other sign for that? Yeah. So there's another word we can use. It's create. You can do the same sign like you make something physical in your hands or like your imagination. Create.
Create. So make and create.
Yeah.
Those are good signs.
And create, you use your mind. Imagine something happening. Cool. Okay. And then one of the important words we want to learn when you meet someone. You say hello, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you can wave. Absolutely. Wave. Or you can say hello.
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 Yeah, we have a book later where we say hello a lot, so I'm going to expect you to know this. How do you sign hello? Hello. Perfect.
All right.
You can wave, yes.
And then the last one I feel like is important with today's theme as well.
Okay.
The word color.
Ooh, color.
Colors.
Yeah.
Colors.
Colors.
Ooh.
My
Colors.
favorite color is yellow.
Oh, well, that's a good review, huh?
I like
So-
color. My favorite color is yellow.
Yellow.
My favorite color is rainbow.
Rainbow, yes. Rainbow.
Nice.
Yes.
So all of the colors.
Mine is purple.
Every color except for yellow. Okay. Yes. What? Impossible.
Okay, so let's go ahead and review the signs real quick.
Okay, we're
for
going to review
everyone.
the signs.
All right.
We're going to review signs real quick, okay?
All right. So.
So, everyone's so.
Okay. Create.
Or make.
Make.
Or create.
Hello.
Or hello.
hello. And colors.
Colors. What were you going to
Why
say?
do you have to tap your chin to do it?
Oh, I just do that. I just touch my chin. Some people do it down here.
I like orange too.
I know. I would love to see you all sign the words when you hear them with the reading.
Yeah, we can practice that as we read along. Sound like a good plan? Yeah, good way
And
to
I'll
practice.
be here to help as well.
Yes, and Mr. Aaron will, of course, help. Thank you so much for showing us the signs, Mr. Zay.
Thank you.
Everyone give it up for Mr. Zay. This is how you clap for deaf
Yay.
people. There we go.
All right, without any further ado, we're going to use our signs while we read our first book. And our first reader today, yes. Oh, Mr. Aaron has a joke for us. Okay, yeah, no, sorry, I sound so solid. Mr. Aaron, please tell your joke.
I have a sewing joke. It will leave you in stitches.
All right, our first reader today is Miss Eris. Give it up for Miss Eris. Miss Eris, what book are you going to read for us? I'm going to sit here. Yes.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's so good to see you. Our first book today is going to be. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think I'm comfortable with standing. Can everyone see me okay? Yes. Perfect. Okay, our first book for today is Joseph Had a Little Overcoat by 𝐿𝐸𝐠 Taback. All right. I've got to have eyes and ears on me up here. Thank you. Okay. Joseph had a little overcoat. It was old and worn. You see he's got an overcoat, but he's got kind of some patches and stitches down at the bottom because he's worn it for a long time. So he made a jacket out of it and went to the fair. So now he has a jacket instead of his overcoat. Joseph had a little jacket. It got old and worn. Oh no!
Oh, goodness, yes.
What do we think he's going to make out of it? Any ideas?
Guesses?
Any guesses? A sweater? A sweater, that's a good idea. So he made a vest out of
We
it.
got make, sorry. Make and vest.
And he danced at his nephew's wedding. Can we see him dancing over here in his vest? Look at him, he's got some moves, huh? Joseph had a little vest. It got old and worn. Oh no, what's he gonna do with this vest now? What do you think?
He could have like, you know how like sometimes he can make like he could add sleeves to it.
He could add sleeves to it. He could. Let's see what he does. So he made a scarf out of it and sang in the men's chorus. Do we see him singing up here with this cute scarf on? Everyone's got some cool clothes.
I like the scarf.
He is. He's making his previous item into something new. Joseph had a little scarf. Can we guess what happened to it? It got old and worn. Darn it. You think it's going to turn into a tie? Let's see. So he made a necktie.
Did you find the thing? Why did you think it was going to be a tie?
Because of the one.
The little shape? Yeah, there's shapes cut out in the book. So the next shape will give you a hint of what it's going to be next, okay? So he made a necktie out of it and went to visit his married sister in the city. So he went on a trip. Joseph had a little necktie. Say it with me. It got old and worn. Darn it. So what do you think it's going to be now? A shoe? So he made a handkerchief out of it and drank a glass of hot tea with lemon. Joseph had a little handkerchief. It got old and worn. Oh, what's smaller than a handkerchief? What is he going to make it into? Socks? Socks? Socks. Let's see. So he made a button out of it and used it to fasten his suspenders. So he used it to keep his pants up. See? You see his button right here? Joseph had a little button, and one day he lost it. It didn't get old and worn, he lost it. What is he going to do now? Now he has nothing. Oh no. See, he's confused. He doesn't know what to do. What's he going to do without his button? Yeah, he's going to ride a horse? That's a good idea. I should have heard. So Joseph made a book about it, which shows that you can always make something out of nothing.
Yes, and I love that story because it shows you how you can make something old into something new. We're going to be reading a lot of books about that. Next, we're going to be singing a song and reading a book at the same time. Question.
You also have a dog that's deaf, which is the
I see. Well, maybe you can learn how to sign to your dog so it knows what you're saying. Mr. Zay, don't you have a dog you've taught sign to?
Yes, I've taught my dog signs.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, it's a great name for a dog. I'm gonna keep going with the program. So we're gonna sing a song and read a book. This book is called Coat of Many Colors, and it's written by Dolly Hart. I'll get to the first page. I've started the chord now, so I have to keep going. Here we go. Back through the years I go on and once again. My youth, I recall the box of rags someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use. There were rags of many colors. was so proud of. Colors, here we go. As she sewed, she told a story from the Bible that she read about a coat of many colors Joseph wore, and then she said, perhaps this coat will bring you good luck and happiness, and I just couldn't wait to wear it, and Mama blessed it with a kiss. My coat of many colors that my mama made for me, made from only rags, but I wore it so proudly. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be, in my coat of many colors my mama made for me. So with patches on my breeches and holes in both my shoes, in my coat of many colors, I hurried off to school, just to find the others laughing and making fun of me, in my coat of many colors my mama made for me. And I just couldn't understand it, 'cause I felt I was rich. And I told them all the love my mama sewed in every stitch. And I told them all the story Mama told me while she sewed, and how my coat of many colors was worth more than all their clothes. But they didn't understand it, and I tried to make them see the one is only poor only if they choose to be. Although we had no money, I was rich as I could be, in my coat of many colors my mama made for me, made just for me. I think that's wonderful. Just like Joseph took something old and made something new out of it every time. Yeah, so did Dolly's mom, made a whole jacket out of a bunch of scraps. Isn't that pretty cool? Made a coat of many colors. Yes.
Hi everyone, hello, welcome to Craft Corner. Look who we have.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be here with Miss Barb doing Craft Corner today. Miss Barb, what are we putting together?
Let me tell them who we have. Special guest,
Please.
Miss Eris.
Hi, it's good to be back everyone.
Yeah, she moved away for a little bit.
I did, yes. Yep, I'm currently living across the country, but I'm here just as a quick visit to say hi and to do a fun craft with everyone. So,
Great. All right, well today guys, we are making these paper dolls. We're calling them the So Fun.
so fun. I love that.
S-E-W. So.
Because we're giving them cute little outfits,
Exactly,
right? I love
exactly.
that. Okay.
So, Miss Eris, I would love for you to help me make one, but first let me show everyone our supplies. All right, so what we have to start with is I ordered these little doll shapes off of a Etsy.
I love that.
dealer.
Okay, fun.
And then I created some patterns.
Wow.
At which point I then got some colored paper,
Barb, the paper doll seamstress. I love that.
made some
Ooh,
outfits.
We've got some fun little, some skirts, some pants, some summer attire in winter. I love
Pair
that.
of shorts, yep.
How cute.
So, you know, obviously you're going to use pencils, scissors for cutting.
Okay.
We have markers for the face.
Perfect.
And if you want to draw shoes or gloves or anything else.
Okay.
Glue stick, and then I have just a whole bunch of different kind of bling right here, and buttons and
Cute.
just whatever sort of doodads you wanna put together. So, Miss Eris, would you like to create?
Yes. What do I get started with?
Pick a doll, any doll,
Perfect. I will pick a doll.
and pick an outfit, any outfit.
Ooh, this is gonna have to be a fiercely dressed doll today. How about a cute little matching set? I like
Lovely,
that.
lovely.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Okay, obviously we're gonna glue it on.
Beautiful. Okay. I think I'm gonna glue my bottoms first.
Did you play with paper dolls when you were little?
I did. Oh my gosh. I wasn't a big Barbie girl when I was younger. I mean, I am now, but no, I mostly had, yeah, like little paper dolls, and then Polly Pockets were a big thing when I was a kid too.
Sure.
And I loved those. They had the fun little like jelly clothing that was fun to like squish.
Oh, yep.
Ooh. Beautiful. Okay, what do we think?
What do we think?
Is that cute?
I like
I
it.
think she's cute. Okay. Alrighty, now what's next?
Excuse me. Would be decorating.
Ooh, accessories.
Do you want to have her shirt tucked in?
Maybe. I think that would look better actually.
Just pull off the skirt. Because then we can make a belt or something.
Ooh, yes, and we don't want the belt over the shirt today.
Cool.
How cute. Okay,
All right, so I have this pretty one.
I like that
And
one.
then I've got just little strips of colored
Let's
ones.
see. Yeah, let's do this cute little pretty one right here.
Yeah, these are just stickers. They're just adhesive.
They're so cool. I like sparkles.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna stick this with a little belt, and I feel like she needs some like matching earrings. What do you think?
I could go for that.
Perfect. Okay. Give her some little earrings. Cute.
Yep, she's pretty. So far,
Beautiful.
she's pretty fashionable.
She's
there.
shiny. Okay.
All right. She needs a face.
She needs a face. Okay. Well, let's draw some eyes. I think her eyes will be closed. She'll have some cute little lashes.
Darling.
A cute nose. And then, of course, some gorgeous big lips. All
Awesome.
right. And some hair. What do we think? Do we do pink hair to match the whole outfit aesthetic?
I like it.
Perfect.
Next to purple, pink's the best color.
Some beautiful curls. All right. Ooh, maybe actually we'll do her lips pink to match as well.
That's pretty great.
Yay, thank you. What do we think?
I think she's lovely.
She's
That's
ready for a show.
I'd never even thought of doing earrings. That's really darling.
Thank you. I love it. Cool. Well, that was easy
That's an easy one.
and so fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Barb, so where can our friends at home find this cute little craft?
We have readingtimewiththequeens.com, our very website. In the section called Craft Corner, you will find a template that you can print off.
Perfect.
A template of all of the different types of clothing.
How cute.
There's also a supply list and pictures of how we pieced it together.
Awesome.
So yeah,
That's great. Well, thanks for having me.
you're welcome. I hope everybody can make these cute little dolls.
They were
and
so fun.
send us pictures. As always, we appreciate pictures so we can see your
Yes.
handiwork.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, we're going to read one more story, and our reader for this next story is Miss Shelley. Give it up for Miss
So my name is Miss Shelley, and when I was a little girl, I learned how to sew too. And I didn't have a lot of money like Dolly, and so I taught myself how to sew. And then because I taught myself how to sew, sew. I got to go sew costumes for movies and for plays, and I got to do something I loved, and then I would make things over from old stuff, and that's what we're going to read about here. This is a great book. It's called I Had a Favorite Dress. It's very bright, and I like it. Okay, and this was I Had a Favorite Dress, written by Bonnie Ashburn, pictured by Julian Denos. So she lives in the city. Look at those skyscrapers. She's a city. She's famous. Okay. I had a favorite dress that was my favoriteest dress ever. I wore it every Tuesday because that was my favorite day of the week. Look at that dress. It's so ruffly and pink. She is having the best day. But one Tuesday, I put on my favorite dress and it was too short. Has that ever happened? You've grown out of your dress or your pants? I couldn't bear the thought of not wearing my favorite dress. So I moaned and groaned. I complained, distraught. That means upset. You're overwrought, dear, it's clear, Mama said. Don't make mountains out of molehills. Make molehills out of mountains. She did not understand what that meant. Mama was great. These are very fake pages. Well, that wasn't very clear at all, I thought. But why not make something out of my dress? Can you see the book? Mama dear, so I asked my mama, Mama dear, and snip, snip, sew, sew.
Oh, so?
Sew, sew. New shirt, hello. So her mom made a shirt out of her dress. So she didn't have to lose her favorite dress. And my new ruffly shirt, look at that shirt now. She has a ruffly shirt. And my new ruffly shirt became my favorite shirt, and I wore it every Wednesday because that was my favorite day of the week. And look at her, she is wearing her fancy boots and her ruffly shirt. So her mom turned it into a shirt. But one warm Wednesday, I put on my favorite shirt and the sleeves were too tight. Mama said, uh-oh. Well, it took a lot less thought that time for things to become clear. So I asked my mama, Mama dear, and snip, snip, sew, sew, tank top, hello. So now it's a tank top. She took the sleeves off and made it a tank top. Her mom's really creative, isn't she? And my new easy breezy tank top became my Thursday tank top because Thursdays are always the hottest summer days, and I wore it every Thursday. Look at her. She is having her best Thursdays during the summer. School. No tank tops. It's the rule. So I asked my mama, Mama dear, and snip, snip, sew, sew. New skirt, hello. So her mom turned her shirt that was turned into a tank top into a skirt, and it's all ruffly and fluffy. And my new cool for school skirt looked just right with my favorite tights. So she's wearing it with her tights, see? And it felt just right, so I wore it every Friday. My new favorite day of the week. So now she's in school.
What's a lot of favorite days of the week?
She likes different days of the week. Until the Friday that Maggie Jean, the fashion queen, and my very bestest friend, said it was the end for skirts. Without a doubt, she declared, pants are in and skirts are out. Oh, but it was okay, don't you know? Because just about then it started to snow. We're not wearing a lot of skirts when it's snowing, right?
Speak for yourself.
Sorry. But I take your point. But it was okay, don't you know? Because just about then it started to snow. I showed my dear your mama, the snow. Mama, see? What do you think she's going to do?
What is she gonna make it into?
What do you think she's going to make it into? Well, it's scarf. That's a good guess. And snip, snip. So. Tassel-y scarf. Hello. So look at that. She took all those fluffy pieces and made it into a tassel-y scarf. And my scarf became my favorite thing to wear every snowy Saturday. The best play in the snow day. Until the day, oh, shoot, I went forward one page. We don't want that. My tassel scarf got caught in the door. Oh. The long swing ends that were now short and frayed no longer swayed to and fro. Oh, so look, her mom's taking it all apart. At first I felt tears, till I shook my head clear and showed my new problem to Mama dear. Do you think Mama helped her? Yeah. Snip, snip, so. Pair of socks. Hello. So she took that, she took all the ruffly fluffies and made them into socks. Well, I slipped those socks on my feet every Sunday, which was my new favoriteest day of the week. Because on Sundays, we go to Grandma's house with the white on white wall carpet and Grandma's eyebrows silently inviting us to remove our shoes. Because we gotta take our shoes off in the house, right? Well, hello, nifty new socks. Until a Sunday in the morning when I found one sock forlorn. Uh-oh. So she lost a sock. Oh. You think a button? That's a good guess. Mama said it's very clear. Not much left of your dear departed dress. So snip, snip, so. Pretty hair bow, hello! She made a hair bow, look at that. It held my hair back on the windiest days, on the swingiest swings, and through my twirliest twirls in ballet class. My hair bow, my pretty hair bow, was my favorite accessory, worn for all the world to see on Mondays, which are the best days because the week is new and shiny until, my puppy, my chewy puppy with the tiniest, sharpest teeth. Oh no. The world has ever seen chewed my pretty hair bow into the tiniest scraps of fabric I'd ever seen. That chewy puppy chewed up her hairband. But by now, I knew not to have a cow when things go wrong. I scooped up those scraps and bits of my Tuesday dress, the favoriteest dress I'd ever had, and made, so look, she is made. She took those scraps and she's drawing a picture. She's doing it. She didn't ask her mom to do it. She's creating something because she figured out. So what she did, she made this into a little thing that she could put over her shirt. Now I can wear my favorite dress every day, every season, every day of the year. I showed my mama, who said, how wonderful, dear. I'm sorry, can you see it now? Can you see it now? Okay. So she learned how to create something. And these pages are awkward. And she smiled and said something about mountains and molehills again, which still wasn't clear. And then she looked me up and down with squinty eyes and added, "Don't panic, my dear, but I fear those pants look a little too short."
All right, we have one more song for you. This is a song that I wrote. If you might have noticed this, but these books are all about making something new out of something old, and that's something I want you to take away from this program. So I wrote a song. It's called Make Something New. Here we go. Sometimes things fall apart or aren't as good as they could be. Instead of throwing it all away, take a deep breath, and you will see a way to make something new. Decide to make it better. Don't throw it all away. There's something you can do. Make something new. It can be hard when something's broke. The pieces scattered all across the floor. Grab your scissors and some glue. I have faith in you. Find something more. Make something new. Decide to make it better. Don't throw it all away. There's something you can do. Make something new. Oh, it will be hard to find that you're strong and smart enough to find something new in the old. If it's all messed up, you still belong. I know you do. You can break the mold. Make something new. Decide to make it better. Don't throw it all away. There's something you can do. Make something new. Oh, make something new. Decide to make it better. Don't throw it all away. There's something you can do. Make something new. Make something new. There we go. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for being here today. This was a wonderful time, and you all made it very special. So thank you so much. I want to thank everybody who made this program what it was. I'm not going to remember everybody, but I'd like to start with Mr. Aaron. Thank you so much for interpreting.
Welcome.
Mr. Zay for teaching us signs. Remember our signs today. What were our signs? So make, create, and colors, and hello. Perfect. And also Miss Aris, Miss Shelley over here, and of course Miss Barb for these wonderful crafts every single month. And also Val and Mr. Dixon and everybody, and Winnie and Mose. Thank you so. Give it up for Winnie and Mose.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. A couple of things before we end for today. You may or may not have a reading tracker, and if you do, you were ready. We'll make sure that you're able to do some reading. What you do with this is you can come and bring this, and you can go home, read some books, record the title, the author, and the illustrator, if there is an illustrator, and then you can come back to me and tell any of the performers about one of those books, and then you get to pick out a special prize. Woo! There's your prize bucket. I would definitely want to hear.
Oh, yes, goodness. I also want to thank, see, I told you I was going to forget someone. I want to thank Temple Emmanuel for making this space open. Everyone at Temple Emmanuel, Dale, where's Dale? I like Dale, a great Dale. Regardless of if you come back and get a reading tracker or want a prize, I always make sure that we have stickers. So if you want to go here, we'll have some stickers. Come on, everybody. Stickers. Thank you all so much. Some fun crafts. Do you like your crafts? Everybody show me your crafts. I want to see. Oh, those are
wow.
wonderful.
All right.
So wonderful.
successful at making paper dolls.
She's rich.
Oh, I can
Ooh,
see
wow.
it. Yeah, she's got $1 million in her hand.